What's going on, everybody? This is Joe.
And Amy.
And we are back with another Arena Cube Sealed. We have been having a lot of fun with these, as you can obviously tell, because we have made a number of these videos during the time that this has been available. I will say the first two went quite well. The most recent one, not as well. But it means that we are trying to come back to, see how much better we can do this time around. And, we're doing all right. Now notice, a Johnny Strength of the Pride can make an a Johnny's Pride Mate token.
Nice.
Or we could just have a Johnny's Pride Mate.
Or we could have both.
Oh, yeah. That was, yeah.
Yeah.
And pacifism.
Nice.
And God Eternal Oketra.
Yes.
And Sigil of the Empty Throne. Whenever you cast an enchantment spell, you make a 4/4 white angel creature token with flying. Taranika, a Crowan Veteran, is a 3/3 vigilance for 3, and whenever she attacks, untap another target creature you control. Until end of turn, that creature has base power and toughness 4/4 and gains indestructible.
Whoa. Alright, well, we've been having good white pretty consistently.
Yeah.
I think every single time we've had good white.
Mm-hmm, that's fair. In terms of our blue, we have this gorgeous Hypnotic Sprite, but it's a fine card. It's an uncommon. If we're looking only at rares and mythics to start, we do have another planar cleansing as well. That is triple white, so it's not great. Admiral's Order, 1 blue for an instant. If we attack with a creature this turn, we may pay a single blue rather than pay this spell's mana cost, and we counter target spell, which is great.
That is good.
Okay, we have a number of rares in blue up here. We have Nadir Kraken.
Yes.
Whenever we draw a card, we may pay 1. If we do, put a +1/+1 counter on the Kraken and make a Tentacle token. We have Dungeon Geists, 2 blue for a 3/3 flying. When it enters the battlefield, tap target creature an opponent controls. That creature doesn't untap during its controller's untap step for as long as we control Dungeon Geists. It's a great card. Thrix, the Sudden Storm, is a 5-mana 4/5 with flash and flying.
What set is he from? I don't remember ever seeing him before.
Yeah, this is Theros, Beyond Death.
Oh.
Spells we cast with converted mana cost 5 or greater cost 1 less to cast and can't be countered.
Whoa.
And Commence the End Game, which I know you love. Yeah. I'm going to advocate against it, but,
Okay, that's fine. I just like the art.
That's fair. If we're looking only at rares or mythics, we get Rankle, Master of Prankles, 2 black for a 3/3 flying haste. Whenever he deals combat damage to a player, choose any number. Each player discards a card. Each player loses 1 life and draws a card. Each player sacrifices a creature.
I like him.
Yeah, he's great. Mastermind's Acquisition for 4, sorcery, choose 1, search your library for a card, put it into your hand, then shuffle, or choose a card you own from outside the game and put it into your hand. I don't love this card, I won't lie.
Okay.
Plaguecrafter is fine. This had a pretty explosive ending for us in our last one, if you go and watch that video.
That was really nice.
Yeah, exactly. I have no issues with our opponent playing this against us. At the beginning of our upkeep, we draw a card and lose a life if we have Phyrexian Arena out, 3-mana enchantment. Inevitable End is an enchant creature. Enchanted creature has, at the beginning of your upkeep, sack a creature. Graveyard Marshal is 2 black for a 3/2. Then you can tap 3, exile a creature from our graveyard, and make a tapped 2/2 black zombie. I don't love that one either.
I love him.
You do?
He's just having such a great time.
Well, you love the art on this card. You don't necessarily love what the card does.
He's like dancing.
Yeah, he's very, he looks like he's got a lot of flourish to what his right arm is doing there.
Summoning.
Yeah, exactly. We've got Massacre Girl.
That's great.
In our red, because we have Taste of Death as well. We're not as big of a fan of this, although I will say that the art is pretty fantastic of an idea. We have Legion Warboss in red, though. Red-white did work out pretty well for us the last time we played it, I won't lie. This is a 2/2 with Mentor for 3. At the beginning of combat on our turn, we create a 1/1 red goblin creature token. That token gains haste until end of turn and attacks this combat if able.
Okay.
Very, very good.
I love goblins.
Yes. We have
Every damn time.
Literally every single time.
Well, I guess we should be playing red every single time.
Well, I mean, with Ilharg the Razebore
Yeah.
and Rampaging Ferocidon
Okay.
and Fires... Like, look at all these red... In fact, holy crap. Every red card on this page is a rare or mythic. Look.
Yeah,
rare, 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 mythic, rare, rare, mythic, and rare.
I see.
This, and this are our only non-rare or mythic red cards. And they're not that bad.
Celebrant's really good.
Yeah, they're not bad. I mean, Chandra's Pyrohelix is great too. Yeah, we're probably playing red. Let's look at our green, though, because our green seems okay. Let's look at our gold, too. Oh, no, we found another non-rare red card.
We have Judith.
We have Judith and Cruxa.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah. We also have... But Relentless Raptor is great. It attacks or blocks each combat if able. Oh, we have Tolzamir. It makes Voja. I love this card so much. I'm not going to play it, but it's really good. Captain Sisay and Riss are fun as well. Oh, man. All right. Can we justify... I mean, our red... We have to play red.
Yes.
But the thing is, do we play green? We have Elvish Reclaimer, which is okay. Setessan Champion is great.
Yeah.
Whenever an enchantment enters the battlefield under our control, we put a +1/+1 counter on her and draw a card.
Yeah, I remember that one being good.
Yes.
I didn't remember what it did, just that it was good.
Rabid Bite is incredible. Definitely one of my favorite cards.
Yeah.
1 and a green. Target creature we control deals damage equal to its power to target creature we don't control. Once Upon a Time is obviously amazing. This is a 5/5 for 3 with Ascend. You may play an additional land on each of your turns, but it can't attack or block unless we have the City's Blessing.
Oh, okay.
So there's that. Bloom Hulk, when it enters, proliferates, so we get to duplicate counters on things. Ooh. Questing Beast is a 4-mana 4/4 Vigilance, Death Touch, Haste. Can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less. Combat damage that would be dealt by creatures we control can't be prevented, and whenever it deals combat damage to an opponent, it deals that much to target planeswalker they control as well.
So what's the downside?
It's double green.
Sorry.
There's no downside to it, Amy. It's a mythic.
It's a great card. So we're playing green.
Well, that's why I'm saying. I mean, we've got Vivian as well.
Okay.
She is triple green, notably, but if we're only playing 2 colors, which I would really like to do...
but all these green and white cards, though.
Nope. If we're playing a third color, we're playing black for Judith, Cruxa, and, like, Rankle, Massacre Girl, Inevitable End, Spark Harvest, probably. Plague Crafter. I don't know why you did that. I really... or we play white. Yeah, our white's incredible. God damn it. All right, can we do red, white, green? I hate this.
That's what I'm saying we should do.
I know you are, and I hate that you're probably right.
Hey, we have these 2 lands here that are...
Rootbound Crag, but notably, because the Rootbound Crag is right before the Clifftop Retreat, it means we have no gold Gruul cards. But we can do Rootbound Crag, Clifftop Retreat, Relentless Raptor. Technically, we could play Risk, but I don't really want to.
Oh, okay. I thought you had wanted to.
No, we can play Heraldic Banner. We have Weatherlight. Traxos was who I was trying to remember last time.
Oh.
Traxos is a 7/7 for 4 with Trample. He enters tapped and doesn't untap, but whenever we play a historic spell, we can untap him. Okay. But with the Voltaic Servant, or whatever it's called, which we notably don't have this time around, even though we've had it a bunch of times as well, at the end of our turn, we untap an artifact that we control. So, okay. All right, so if we're doing those 3 colors... then that's it. I don't know that we play this. It's 5 mana for a 5/6 reach. When it enters, we reveal the top 5 cards of our library. We put a land from among them onto the battlefield. God bless you.
Sorry.
That's okay. We put a land from among them onto the battlefield and the rest into our graveyard. When it dies, we can exile it, and if we do, put another target card from our graveyard on top of our library. Yeah, I don't love this. Not for 5.
The boar.
There's a lot from here that goes in. Risk Factor plus Experimental Frenzy was a standard deck for a while. Target opponent may have Risk Factor deal 4 damage to them. If that player doesn't, we draw 3 cards. And it has Jumpstart, so we can discard a card and play it again from our graveyard.
Whoa.
Experimental Frenzy is 3 and a red for an enchantment. You may look at the top card of your library. You may play the top card of your library. You can't play cards from your hand. And we can tap 4 to destroy Experimental Frenzy. So, Risk Factor definitely better than Experimental Frenzy, but there's also Fires of Invention. You can cast spells only during your turn, and you can cast no more than 2 spells each turn. But you may cast spells with converted mana cost less than or equal to the number of lands you control without paying their mana costs.
Oh.
So there's that. There's the Rekindling Phoenix, of course. Tectonic Giant, whenever it attacks or becomes the target of a spell, we choose one. Either it deals 3 damage to each opponent, or we exile the top 2 cards of our library, choose one, and until the end of our next turn, we may play that card. Yeah, our red's insane. We've got the Akroan War as well. Yeah, like... if we start from here, we take the Legion War Boss, we take the Rampaging Ferocidon. It's a 3-mana 3/3 with Menace. Players can't gain life, and whenever another creature enters the battlefield, Rampaging Ferocidon deals 1 damage to that creature's controller.
Jeez, okay.
We play the Risk Factor. We don't play Experimental Frenzy, so we can go here. We probably don't play the Fires. We play Rekindling, Tectonic, Akroan, Ilharg, and Banefire. That's 27 cards already, by the way.
Jesus.
If we do white-red, like we did last time, we take out Rootbound Crag. I'm just curious. Because our green's great, but give me a second here. I mean, of course we play the Birth of Meletis. It's definitely my favorite card of all time. This card sucks. This card sucks so much. I hate it. God's Willing, a Johnny's Pridemate, Pacifism, Taranika, a Johnny, God Eternal Oketra. That's actually probably it. So, let's look at our green. Questing Beast.
Yes.
Vivian. Setessan Champion? I don't know that we have Constellation. Hold on, let's find out. Wanderer, that also wants Constellation. We have the Crunch Wrangler. We could wrangle some crunches.
Yeah. Yeah, baby, wrangle my crunch.
That is the weirdest thing you've ever said. Alright, so Incubation Druid gets in. Wanderer probably doesn't. Let's see how many enchantments we have. 1. Big ol' 1 so far. Big ol' 1. Big ol' 1. Still 1. Rekindling Phoenix. Tectonic Giant. Here's 2. The Akroan War is the second one. 2? 2 enchantments. So no.
Yeah, that sounds dumb.
Yeah, but that means we can't place the Tessin Champion, even though it's great,
Okay.
which is fine. We can do Crunch Wrangler, which we probably should. Do we do this? Yeah, unless you have the City's Blessing. We've gotten the City's Blessing every game.
Yeah.
We put in Rootbound Crag instead of one of our lands. We have 17, that's good. Let's see. What is this on the other side? Sack a treasure, draw a card. No. Firemind Vessel is probably a no. Helm of the Host. Create a token that's a copy of the equipped creature, except the token isn't legendary if the equipped creature is, and the token gains haste, but its equip cost is 5, and it's 4 to play. No. Alright, we need literally one more card. What is this? Copy an instant? No. Red or white or green. I guess we could put this 1-drop in. That's really good. Although, I guess we should probably do the Crunch Wrangler then if we're doing something low. What do we have power-wise? That can get very big. That will have only 3 power. That will have 3 power. That will make something a 4/4. Oh, but this one it enters, so that won't work. That can mentor, but only a little. Rampaging Ferocidon, no. This will deal 4 damage. Wayward Swordtooth is a 5/5, so that's good. Heraldic Banner pumps our creatures +1 power, so that's great. A Johnny, Rekindling Phoenix is 4. Tectonic Giants 3. A Chrome Work, we can steal stuff. This is 4. Yeah. God Eternal Catcher's only 3, but again... So yeah, Cron Triangler definitely gets in.
Okay. I'm happy with that.
Yeah, I think that's it. Like, this feels okay. Let's see what we can do, shall we?
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Super important question. What's our deck box? Oops, what's our deck box going to be? First of all, that's our curve, which is not bad.
No, that's really good, actually, for this.
Yeah.
We've found that's what we want our curve to look like.
Correct. We have 2 Planeswalkers. That's nice.
Okay, we can put a Johnny on it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. I will note, though, that maybe instead of the Cron Triangler, we do Bloom Hulk for Proliferate. That's 4 mana, though. Yeah, no, this seems fine. We'll see how we feel, but yeah, we'll try this. Let's go to game 1. I like this deck.
Me too.
You're not going to chant Gruul plus white again?
Gruul and white. Gruul plus white.
Shoni.
Gruul with white. I think it was with that I said it.
Nah, I don't know. Enters tapped unless we control a mountain or a plains. Ferocidon's 3. This is 5, but we do have the double white. And this is double white. Or, I'm sorry, I said double white. I meant double red. And we only have a single white, but another white gets us a Johnny. But we have the Ferocidon on turn 3.
Okay.
So we will keep this. Let's do the mountain first, because then the cliff top will enter untapped when we play it. Hallowed Fountain enters tapped. We drew another red.
Nice.
Somewhat unfortunate, because we needed white, not red. We have double red for this. Well, and that's our 5th land, which is why it's good. It's a 1/3. They look at the top 3 cards of their library. They may reveal an instant or a sorcery, which they did not. And then the rest go on the bottom. So we'll do this. We could play Heraldic Banner too and choose white, but it's probably better to choose red anyway with what we have going on. Let's play a 3/3. Okay. Next turn is probably Banner, unless we draw a white, and then it's a Johnny. Okay, it's Incubation Druid, actually. That's awesome. Can we do both? No, we can't. Oh, wait. Yes, we can. We just have to do this first. Ah, no, that would be wrong, the way that that's auto-tapping. We want this to be red, so we want to do 1, 2, 3 for Heraldic Banner. Choosing white. Why did I say white? God damn it. It's supposed to be red, but that's fine. I don't know why I said white. Let's attack. Our creature has menace, so we'll attack for 3. If they have something, they have something. They have a 1/3. And now it becomes a 1/3, so they can block it now if they want. Sure. It doesn't matter what order, because we have damage to deal. And then we'll play this Incubation Druid. That sucks. I'm a little upset about that. But... damn it. There's not really a but. That's a bad plan. They have a 4/4. We're going to have a 6/6 surge. They have a 4/4. We drew the Cron Triangler.
Oh.
What does this do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 land. So we could do this and then this, but doesn't seem to make a ton of sense. I guess we can make a Johnny's Pride Mate, but I don't know. I'd rather play the Ilharg here.
Okay.
This is very good. We can also... yeah, because then next turn we have this. So. Okay. And then we pass, I guess. Because even though this has Menace, they do have this 4/4 that can block quite well. They have an Archon. That's scary. Take 1. This does have lifelink, but we can start gaining life with a Johnny. We drew a land. Do we need it? 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, well, technically we did white so we could play a Johnny, I guess. So we'll do this. play a Johnny. Can't stop it.
I seek a path.
Crunch Wrangler. Okay, so we take 1. And then we'll make the Ajani's Pride Mate.
Call for reinforcements. I am proud of those who walk.
That's fine. We'll bluff this land. And then do we attack with Ilharg? I think we do. In fact, I don't see why we don't.
I don't either, but that's what I just always want to.
I mean, it's a 6/6. Like, they're going to lose at least 1, if not 2 creatures if they block it. Yep. They take 3. They go to 14. We're going to take 3 in the air. It's just going to happen. That's fine, though. Oh, they could kill a Johnny, I guess. That would not be great. I would not like you to do that, please. But they probably will, because that just makes sense. Yep, okay. Unfortunate, but fine, I guess.
He's on our deck box.
Yeah, what the hell is that? Oh my god. I have no idea. Non-Archon creatures have base power and toughness 3/3, and when it enters the battlefield, create 2 1/1 white humans. Well, we drew another Ajani's Pride Mate. Not that we're going to be gaining life anytime soon. But it is a 3/3. Oh, God. Oh, notably, that's actually awesome. Holy crap. You have a 4/5. Our biggest creature is now a 6/6.
Nice.
Okay. So let's attack with it, I guess. What the hell else are we going to do?
Yeah. Good point.
I guess we could have attacked with the Ferocidon too. That's fine. Those can trade off there. We can play the Forest and the Pride Mate. Yep. That's great. He has a counter, so he's a 4/4 now. These are in the air, though, so yeah, that's really scary. They can hit us for 10 and take us to 5. Ah! Or they could play Cura Best the Sea God. There is literally nothing we've ever been able to do against that card. God, that sucks.
But it's a 3/3.
Oh, yeah, good point. Good point.
Last time it was an 8/8.
Yes, but the second chapter taps all of our creatures and they don't untap.
Oh.
We have Once Upon a Time. We can get a creature. God Eternal Oketra. She's still going to be tapped. Can we play her? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, we can. God Eternal Oketra it is. It doesn't really matter. I guess we go to combat. They know we have Oketra now.
Yeah.
But let's attack with this. Not with that. Oh my god, they have so much in the air. We're just dead. We have nothing to block flying with. Sure. Oh, I guess God Eternal Oketra is white.
She doesn't have reach?
Nope, we've talked about this already.
Why? She's huge.
Yep, she sure is. And she has a bow and arrow, and most archers have reach.
What the heck?
Yep. Okay. I've misplayed about 6 or 7 different times in this game because I'm not paying a ton of attention. Yeah, I get it. Great, you do that. If we attacked with Ilharg, Oketra would come in, tapped and attack like that, and then bounce back to our hand. I just did all the wrong things. Sorry, everybody. Yep, all our stuff taps. And then we take 10 and go to 5. We drew a Questing Beast. It does have haste and vigilance.
Nice.
Um,
And Death Touch.
and it deals that much damage to a Planeswalker, but they don't have that. What does this do? Gain control of target permanent we control, untap it. So they win, no matter what. You do get 2 creatures, though. So... Fuzzy. Oh, right, it's a 3/3. God... everything's... This card messed up everything.
Yep.
Holy crap, that card's great. Yep. They steal our 3/3. Yep, we lose. Like, we can only block something on the ground. So we might as well block this. This has Vigilance, Death Touch, Haste. So, sure, we kill our own questing beast, I guess. And take 1,000,000. That's all we've got. Wow. That Archon is the worst card I've ever played against. Oh my god, what the hell?
Oko.
What are you supposed to do against that? No, Oko's worse. I've never played against Oko. We're doing another. We probably should end the video, but I'm doing another game. That was awful.
Another.
Yeah, I'm not shattering this glass I'm drinking out of. Thanks. We have carpeting. That would suck. Monkey C.
It would suck for you, because I ain't cleaning that up.
Yeah, exactly. Alright, one of each color. We could play the Relentless Raptor. We could play Risk Factor. We could play Rabid Bite.
Oh, great.
And we could play God's Willing.
Okay.
We could play everything in our hand.
Yay. I like that.
And we drew another red. That's probably fine.
Yeah.
Relentless Raptor comes out 3/3 Vigilance.
Nice.
So it will attack and it will have to attack and block every turn. Draw 3 cards. And at that point we will have enough in our hand. Brain Maggot. God, that sucks. They get to choose any of our non-lands and they steal it. Probably Relentless Raptor, I assume, because it's our only creature in our whole hand. That's what I would take. Yep. Okay. We have Once Upon a Time. That would be the first spell we've cast. So let's cast it for free.
I like free.
Yeah, me too. Technically, if we pick a Johnny's Pride Mate or Kron Triangler, we could play it right away. Or we could take the Legion War Boss, which would probably be better. They have a 1/1. Do we have ways of gaining life? No, we do not. So, War Boss it is. Let's play this Plains. They know every card in our hand, by the way. Literally every one of them. Because they saw the Legion War Boss off of the Once Upon a Time. We take 1. No surprises for our opponent. Mentor of the Meek is a very good card. We drew a land. Whenever another creature with power 2 or less enters the battlefield under our opponent's control, they can pay 1, and if they do, draw a card. Mentor of the Meek is very good. We'll play this and the War Boss, I guess. Well, they'll block it with their Mentor of the Meek, I guess. Sure. You got there. Next turn will be Risk Factor, leave up God's Willing, I guess. Depending on what we draw, of course, but... Can I say something?
They don't know we have that mountain over there.
That's true, they sure don't. Can I say something? Okay. We're getting beat hard all of a sudden these days. Ooh, damn it. No double green. Well, great. We can Risk Factor first and hope they let us draw 3 cards. Oh, but it won't matter because we'll have tapped all that land. So, who cares? Play the mountain. Play the Risk Factor. Either take 4 or we draw 3. They're probably just going to take 4. I wouldn't blame them. Yep. Okay. I'd really like a green, please. We can discard this mountain to Risk Factor next turn.
Oh.
Yep. Wow, man. Dread Presence. Oh, we drew Rekindling Phoenix. We can actually play that.
Slender Man.
Kind of. It's a nightmare. So yeah, I guess that kind of works. Whenever a swamp enters the battlefield under their control, they can either draw a card and lose a life, or it can deal 2 damage to any target and they gain 2 life. Just for playing a swamp. You know, the lands that you play every turn. Rekindling Phoenix, I guess. Pass? I guess if I'd played the mountain, I could have left up God's Willing. I just kind of want to discard the mountain to the risk factor.
Yeah, no, I get that.
I also could use the Rabid Bite to kill the Dread Presence. Use the Phoenix to kill the Dread Presence with the Rabid Bite. Vigilance, Death Touch, Haste if we get another green. And then if we've killed the Dread Presence, then this can't be blocked by either of their creatures. So that's nice.
Yeah.
The Entrancing Lyre. Yeah, of course. Well, we didn't draw the green, but we drew another white. That's fine. I guess we try to risk factor again. Yeah, we have 2 left over for the Rabid Bite. So let's Rabid Bite first. I guess they know both of them.
Yep.
So we'll risk factor first. See if they take the 4. We'll discard this card. Submit. Ah. Okay. Very good. We will Rabid Bite. Target creature you control, target creature they control. Great. Awesome.
We did a thing.
We sure did, and now we can hit them for 4. Notably, they're at 8 because they took 8 damage from our card draw spells.
Jeez.
Well, it's 4 damage each time, and it was twice.
Wow.
And then they took another 4, so we've dealt 12 to them by doing just straight nothing.
Yeah, basically. Okay, so that's how this deck works.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's not fast or good. It's just as
Green?
long as we can deal that 8 damage without doing anything.
Well, they used their Entrancing Lyre to tap down our Phoenix, so unless we draw green, we lose.
Have nothing.
Nope. We're at 10, so we have 4 turns
Okay.
to draw a green land. That's all we need.
We'll do it.
I don't know. We'll
So
see.
we'll be green.
Do we know the bottom of our library? We don't. Oh, never mind. Oh, non-creature, non-land, so it would be God's Willing. So I guess exile it until Kite Sail Freebirder leaves the battlefield. So we might as well just give this pro white, I guess. We have a red on top, which can go straight to the bottom. Thank you, Scry1. I knew it was in our hand, but they do get to know what this card is now. Their deck is about knowing every card in our hand at all times, I think.
Okay.
Yep. We drew Oketra. We could play Oketra. That's a thing we can do.
Okay.
And it doesn't have reach to stop their flyer. Literally every time. Yes, God. It's a God. God damn it.
It would be a god if it had fucking reach.
Nope. Now, the interesting thing will be to see if they untap their Entrancing Lyre to tap down Oketra instead. She does represent more damage, but they could just single block her with anything. And, yeah. Did they use Mentor of the Meek when they played this? They should have. They only have 1 black mana. I can't imagine what they would be saving it for. But that's fine. It's their turn. They're thinking during combat, I guess? They're thinking about whether to attack for 1 in the air. No. What? It says opponent's turn. Uh-oh. What are they thinking about? Okay. They just hadn't drawn their card yet. They had to stop on their upkeep? Oh, they were deciding whether to untap that. Yeah. So that's why I'm saying. So they'll tap this. They're running out of time very quickly. They're going to hit us for 4. We go to 3. Our flyer untaps. I really want a green. Okay. Gain control of target creature as long as the Akroan War remains on the battlefield. What does this say? Target opponent reveals their hand. You choose non-land. Exile that card until Brain Maggot leaves the battlefield. So that will not work the way we want it to. But we can steal their freebooter, I guess. And then just block stuff on the ground. This feels weird. Everything they have is tapped.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. We have to take the Mentor. Because all they do, right, is untap their Lyre, tap our Rekindling Phoenix, and then they could have killed us if we didn't take this. Because we're at 3. Now they can only attack us for 2.
Okay.
So we had to do that to be able to live long enough. And hopefully now with Chapter 2 requiring all of their creatures to attack each combat fable, we should be able to kill their stuff on blocks.
Okay.
Because we have a flyer that can block their flyer, and we have 2 ground creatures to block their 1/1, which should give us this Relentless Raptor back. And then we can play that, even though we can't play this. Also, notably, if we draw the green at any point, we can play Questing Beast and Relentless Raptor at the same time.
I forgot about our Relentless Raptor.
Yeah, I didn't.
Forgot they had it this
It
whole
keeps
time.
staring me right in the face.
Oh, man.
All right, so if they have Pump of any kind, they win, because there's nothing we can do. They know what's in our hand. So they can use the Entrancing Lyre to tap the Phoenix and win. And in fact, interestingly, if the Phoenix remains tapped with the Entrancing Lyre, they also win.
Maybe they'll run out of time before they do it.
That's not how it works. Like, they would just end their turn and pass to us. But yeah, they have one more timeout remaining. But yeah, basically, if they attack us, if they use the Lyre, tap the Phoenix, attack us with both creatures, we go to 1. And then the Phoenix remains tapped. It's our only way to block a flyer. They hit us for 1 more and they kill us. Depending on what we draw, of course. But that's the line that I see for them, especially because they have perfect information and they know exactly what we have. Robber of the Rich, reach haste? Then why were you slow rolling so much? Okay, so unless they actually now they don't have enough mana to do it. So okay, that's good for us. Yeah, and we drew the green.
Nice.
Okay, so they have to attack each combat fable. We're going to play this green. We're going to play this Questing Beast, because we finally got the green that we needed. And we get a 4/4 zombie from Oketra. The thing is, we don't attack. Okay, they're tapping Oketra. They have 3 attackers, we have 4 blockers, and they concede? Are you insane? Whoa. We were so heavily on the back foot. That's crazy. They have 5 cards in their hand.
Maybe they were all trash.
What?
I don't know.
There's no chance.
Or maybe the reason why they were timing out was because something was going on.
Yeah, again, maybe they were busy. Oh my god.
But they were like a turn away from winning.
They were a turn away from winning like 3 times. I think we held on tight each and every time. And I don't know. I don't know if that was luck, if that was our opponent was bad. I really have no idea. And I try never to assume that because that's really rude.
Yeah.
And because I misplay all the damn time. So it's very easy for one of my opponents to be like, oh, look at this guy. He misplayed, like, he could have done this, he could have done this, he could have done this. This guy sucks. You know, and that, I think, is a little bit more of a warranted thought if they notice my misplays over and over again. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, and like Amy said, we don't see our opponent. We're not in a game store sitting across from them, watching their reactions and stuff. They could have been distracted by things going on at home.
Right.
Who knows?
Like,
Who knows what's going on?
House,
yeah, exactly.
Maybe somebody's yelling
right
to them or whatever.
Right. Maybe, yeah, I have no idea. I'm surprised that they conceded because I don't think that was warranted.
Yeah. I don't think they were losing.
Not even a little bit. I will say, now that I look at the field, if we had swung out, Questing Beast did have haste, but the zombie did not. So we could have attacked for 4, 8, and I don't know what this is. I don't remember, but I don't think us swinging out was the correct choice because they have 3 blockers. Like, they would have given us the Relentless Raptor back, but you can do so many broken things with this Lyre. Yeah. Like, that's why when we had 2 creatures, if they were just, like, tapping one thing and then untapping the Lyre, tapping the other thing and swinging in, like, that's how you get those points of damage in.
Yeah, it
like,
kind of seems like maybe they just weren't using the Lyre effectively all the time.
I don't know about that. I think they did pretty well with it, but
I thought they forgot to use it that time.
Well, no. So they made a choice. They played Robber of the Rich which is a 2/2 haste reach creature, instead of using the Liar to tap down our flying creature.
But they had a lot of mana open at that time.
No. Once they played the Robber of the Rich, they would have needed 4 mana to tap down our Phoenix, and they only had 3 mana left over afterwards. So it was one off. That's why I corrected myself. But
I was like, there was a lot of mana left, but I didn't realize how much they actually needed.
yeah. Because they only have 5 total, right? And so they played this for 2, and then had 3 left for this, but needed 4 for the Phoenix.
Yet again, our opponent has a lot less land than we do.
Yeah, surprisingly.
Yeah.
Well, not necessarily surprising, but I would say I've enjoyed the mana distribution that we've gotten during these Arena Cube seals,
Yes.
as compared to drafts that we've done in the past, where we've like drawn a million land in a row
It's like
every time we've needed.
the entire hand is land.
Yeah, and the entire board is land. Yeah, that's been more often than not the case with us, but not here. This has been
This
much
has
better.
actually
for
been
that.
really nice. I'm gonna knock on the table for that one.
We got 1 free card. It's our first Silent Dart, 1 mana artifact, 4 tap, sack Silent Dart. It deals 3 damage to target creature. So, we will be back with more of this in the future. We are 1-1 currently, so thank you all so very much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed. I'm liking this deck. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it's great, actually.
Good. So definitely please stay tuned to the channel. You will find out when more of these videos come out. You can subscribe, you can ring the bell to get notifications, etc. You can do all the other fun YouTube stuff, comment, like, share, check out our other channels, etc. It helps us out immensely. We continue to hope that you and your loved ones are staying safe and happy and healthy. But for now, from us here at the Geek for All family of channels, I have been Joe.
And I'm Mimi.
And as we always say, in whichever video of ours you watch next, we will see you all next time. Thanks, everybody.